Without further ado, many of you know him online. He's a blogger. His name's Ian. He goes by TheHossUSMC, Semper Fi. And he actually made it out here from SHOT Show on a layover. And I didn't find out about it until, well, about midnight last night that he was going to be here today. So give him a warm welcome. Ian.
Thank you. So, as he said, I'm from Oregon, and I'm one of your brothers from the north up there. And I was out at this rally last year in my town, in our capital of Salem, and it looked a lot like this, except I think there was a lot of barrels pointed up behind people's backs there. So it's awesome to come down here and see all you guys in California here to support our rights as Americans and as humans to defend ourselves. And as he was saying, I was at SHOT Show, which, if you don't know, is a trade show where people come to buy and sell guns and show off new stuff. And this year they had the highest attendance ever of 67,000 people, which is huge. It means that the business is growing. Guns are selling, and the whole market around firearms is selling. So it's always good to hear. Let's see, Monday I was shooting machine guns. Yesterday I was shooting machine guns, and the day before that I was shooting machine guns. And so this is a great thing. A rally is awesome to round out this week for me, and I really appreciate you guys letting me come here and speak. So thank you very much. I found out about this too last night. So I had a prepared statement and I guess speech here, and I hope that you guys like it, because I worked kind of hard on it, but it's not that good. So I'll try it back. Yeah, that's right. This is my miniature teleprompter. There is only one thing that God gave us. He gave us our lives. He gave us our bodies. No one else owns us. We are sovereign individuals with the free will to glorify God as we please. Amen. Having free will and owning yourself is a huge responsibility. Politicians like Dianne Feinstein, Darrell Steinberg, Sheriff Lee Baca, is that really his name? And Leland Yee fail to understand the concept of personal responsibility. However, while the weight of liberty may be heavy, the burden of the chains of slavery weigh heavier upon the body and the soul.
That's right.
No man has the right to take the place of God and tell another man how to live his life. It is an insult to humanity and to God for someone to tell another man how to live his life. Excuse me, there was a mistake here. Early in the American Revolution, there was a militia with the title of Damari Nolo, which means, I will not be subjugated. What I would most like for you to remember here today is that you should bow to no one, except for to God alone. The duty that God gave us was to be good stewards of the bounties of this earth, and to command those bounties to our pleasure. For foremost among his commandments was to love the Lord your God with your body, your heart, your soul, and your mind. Amen. And the second is to love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's right. But we all know that this is a world tainted by sin, cruelty, evil, and injustice. Jesus was called the Lion of Judah because lions are ferocious and they are strong. Jesus stormed the temple, driving out the injustice of the moneylenders with a whip. That's right. The Bible does not give us a picture of Jesus as a weak man. Right. It gives us the description of Jesus as a strong man, a wise man, a peace-loving man, one not quick to anger, but if need be, would muster a wrath that brought fear into the hearts of men. We too must be like our God, people that are peacemakers, people that are kind, people that are wise, people that are generous. But if necessary, we too must take out our whips and drive out the injustice of our generation. An apathetic man is a help to no one. He is lukewarm and should be spat out, as he is neither hot nor cold. We must not be afraid to speak the truth, and the truth is that this nation is sick. This nation is corrupt. This nation is unjust. Dr. Martin Luther King said, "It is a moral obligation to obey a just law. Conversely, it is a moral obligation to disobey an unjust law." Because non-cooperation with evil is as much a moral obligation as is cooperation with good. We must stop being apathetic and compliant with the injustice and corruption in our nation today. I am not a man with all the answers. In fact, I don't have very many at all. I'm just a blogger. I do not know what is right and wrong for everyone in this nation. But I don't have to tell you what is right and wrong, because God has written his laws upon each of your hearts. And when I look at my heart, it tells me that the distractions of this world, those things that take your attention away from what matters, those things are the very apathy and compliance of which I speak. It takes a strong heart, a strong mind and a humble heart to admit that the state of this nation is each and every one of our faults. It is incumbent upon us to put down our television remotes, like all of you have here today, to put down the video game controllers, to get up off the couch and to do something. It took only 3%, that's right, 3% of the American colonists to defeat the most powerful nation in the world by force. That is a very small amount of people. That 3% is you here today. That 3% is you tomorrow putting pen to paper to write your representative. That is you tomorrow with a video camera in your hands to keep your representatives accountable. That is you tomorrow to picking up a book to educate yourself about what is the truth. Because the truth is, when we rise up with faith in our hearts and the values of liberty and freedom over the chains of slavery, that no power on earth can stand against us. I want to thank everybody who invited me here, and I'm sorry that I wasn't better. I only had a few hours to prepare. I do want to say what I really was trying to get across was that we had 12 or so gun laws introduced last year in Oregon. Every single one of them was defeated before it got out of committee. The reason why was because we had small-time video bloggers with cheap cameras who were sitting outside our senators' homes, their places of businesses, recording everything that they did and exposing their lies. And I want to encourage you that just because you think you may not be able to affect anything, we had guys up in Oregon with no following at all online who were getting published on national news. They're little snippets with camera just like this and just like those out there, really affecting that change positively with that. And that's I guess what I wanted to encourage you is that small time blogger or that small time videographer or those small time guys, those are the guys with the boots on the ground that are getting the job done. And we should be out there and encouraging them and sharing that stuff on Facebook and on Twitter or whatever thing that you use. You may think that Facebook is dumb or something or you don't like it, but it's a big deal. It really is. And while that tool is there, we should use those tools to further what are obviously liberty and freedom. So thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Ian. God bless.